After Fidel Castro made Cuba a communist state and made America fear for its security, communism was starting to spread, and it was feared it could reach America. The United States President Dwight D. Eisenhower, with the help of the CIA, planned an invasion of Cuba to deal with this threat. When Cuba's dictator, Fidel Castro, stole U.S. property like sugar mills and refineries, Eisenhower prohibited any trade with Cuba in response. He also approved the plan the CIA had made to invade, but he never got to go through it since his presidency ended in 1961. The next president, John F. Kennedy, put the plan in action. The next step was to train Cuban exiles to fight. About 1,400 were available. Once trained, they planned to invade the Bay of Pigs on the southern coast of Cuba. U.S. used disguised planes to help, but even with American assistance, Cuba still had more people to fight against the exiles. Additionally, the weather was really bad, which hurt the CIA's plan. The Cubans also had access to tanks and planes. The invasion only lasted 3 days. Cuban forces defeated the CIA-sponsored invasion and they imprisoned the exiles. Castro didn't do this alone. He had the help from the Soviet Union, especially Nikita Khrushchev, who provided military aid and money. By the end of the invasion, Cuban forces had killed more than 100 attackers and captured 1,100 prisoners that they interrogated for information. They were held in prison for about 20 months until the U.S. agreed to negotiate the rescue. They gave $53 million worth of food and medicine, and the prisoners were later released in 1962. The Bay of Pigs failed and helped Fidel Castro look like a stronger leader. It also made him have a closer relationship with the Soviet Union. This also made the U.S. even more determined to stop communism in Cuba, and would eventually lead to the Cuban Missile Crisis.